This is Learn the Burner. I'm Garrett,
And this is Neville.
and we're talking about Secrets of the Supernatural, which is a magazine from National Geographic. Came out October 2020.
So this is Halloween. This is recorded on Halloween. I don't know when people are going to hear this.
Yeah, it's going to have the Halloween feel for sure because it's Halloween right now.
Everybody save this episode for next Halloween. All right.
Go back in time. Yeah.
All this will be relevant, trust me. So it's like 3 days for the election, and I went to Academy. There is no bullets on the shelf.
Oh, wow.
No magazines. Nothing. There's absolutely nothing. The only bullets they have are bullets that are guaranteed to destroy your gun.
Oh, wow.
Monarch lacquered. I'm like, ugh, lacquered. So yeah, people think if Trump loses that all hell's gonna break loose. I'm like, guys, they're trying to steal our guns.
I feel like that's a reoccurring thing every election, though.
Yeah, that's what I'm like. Yeah, I'm basically defenseless here at my house. Poor defenseless me.
Well, you better take your sign out of your yard at least.
Yeah, yeah, that sign that's been there for 2 years. Don't worry, some nice red-hatted gentleman stole it out of my yard.
Really?
Long time ago. Yeah.
Oh my god.
That's
hilarious.
a long time ago.
Well, that's cool. I went in the Spirit and it was a freaking madhouse in there.
Spirit? What the fuck is that?
The Halloween store.
You
know what
Must
I'm
be
talking
some small town podunk Halloween store or something. I never heard of that.
about? There's one right next to Specs in Conroe.
Coming live from the top of the Empire State Building, the top of the Twin Towers. This is 2001.
Oh,
it's about 9:30 in the morning. Clear skies. It's beautiful up here.
What's that? What's that off in the distance?
It looks like a giant penguin is flying through the... Wait, hold on.
A giant penguin.
Appears to be a giant dirigible.
Oh man, that is funny. Okay, well, let's go ahead and start. So one of the first articles in here is light as a feather, levitation. So it's like one page of just levitation. So here's a little paragraph. Gravity attracts all matter. As a basic force of the universe, it keeps the cosmos spinning and apples falling towards the earth. Yet, some seem to have mastered ways to slip its bonds. The Gautama Buddha floated above water, and Joseph of Cupertino so regularly levitated during Mass that after his canonization, the church made him the patron saint of flying.
Okay, is he patron saint of eagles and all sorts of butterflies and crap?
Yeah, like that's very interesting. The patron saint of flying. I got a couple pilot friends who would probably be kind of mad at that.
Yeah, I can think of a few things that I might be the patron saint of, but I digress. Let's keep going.
And of course, gods are thought to fly, as with Horus, the Egyptian deity, who is viewed as a winged disc. Okay.
Yeah. So UFOs.
Yeah, I've heard of Horus, but I didn't know he was a winged disc.
Well, like flying, like chariots of the gods is like a common phrase, I guess. Like tons of accounts of flying people, Vimanas in India. So it's a typical thing. UFOs are real. Just read the documents. CIA is
never yeah. I've never seen a UFO though.
Well, have you ever seen a solar flare or anything else that's rare? Like just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist.
That's true. I guess I've never seen a I don't know, like a blue whale in real life.
True, those are completely mythical.
I mean,
those don't exist, so things.
Well, now you're confusing me.
I'm like, very, very good point, sir. It's you don't know what's at the bottom of the ocean, you know?
That's true.
That might be where the UFOs come from.
All right. Moving furniture and floating accordions. Okay. Saints and angels aren't the only beings to take flight. Fakirs and sorcerers are likewise said to have the ability to fly. The 19th century Scottish medium Daniel Douglas home amazed the likes of Napoleon III and author Anthony Trollope, and was famous for not only levitating himself, but also making furniture move and an accordion float and play. Okay, so this guy's like a Chris
Fucking
Angel
Jean
type
Grey,
guy.
dude. Like, he's fucking got like telekinesis.
Well, I was thinking
Like
more
a-
Chris Angel type guy. He's definitely pulling one over on Napoleon III.
Dog, it ain't a Chris Angel unless there's a giant wall of fire blocking the stunt, you know? Like,
Blocking the huge gantry type
all right,
thing.
exactly. Like, I'm about to ride my motorcycle over the Grand Canyon and fire. Now I'm in a cage on a helicopter. I'm like, why? Why did you have to do I get it, money, but why did you have to do the fire? Giant wall of fire for 10 seconds. How did you get over there? Like, hard cut, hard edit on the wall of fire. Yeah.
Oh man. Yeah.
There are some of these things that like are like still kind of unexplainable. Like there's like a box or something that they're like everybody in the room could try to pick this box up, and then like he like calls a little girl up, like, hey, little girl, pick this box up, and she's like, yeah, it's not heavy at all. And like everyone's like, what the you know, like it's probably all staged with actors in the crowd, but you know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure everybody on the screen is an actor. Every single one of them.
Except, yeah, if he would have done the trick on Napoleon, maybe I would believe it. Personally, got bamboozled.
Well, that's pretty cool. The idea.
Huh? Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna start reading.
Are we moving on to the next one?
Nope, same thing. Just the next paragraph. The idea of real everyday flight, though, has been a dream of many. Just as Marty McFly in Back to the Future 2 zipped around Hill Valley on his hoverboard, Greg Henderson in 2014 unveiled the Hendo Hoverboard. His invention uses 4 hover engines and a battery pack. When set on a copper floor, the magnets create a concentrated field, causing the batteries and the floor to repel each other off the ground and make the board lift.
Is this the Lexus one?
Lexus. No, it's called the Hendo, Hendo. Hendo Hoverboard. His name is Greg Henderson. Huh. Okay, well, that's kind of cool. So basically, this article just recounts instances in the history where Chris Angels did stuff, and then also linked it back to modern time where science caused real levitation.
World's first real hoverboard. Kickstarter. Holy shit. Well, the concept looks cool.
Let me see. You looked up the Hendo hoverboard?
There's a Kickstarter for it. So I'm looking at the Kickstarter. It's $551,000. So double what he asked for.
Wow.
Tony Hawk rides the Hendo hoverboard, minute 20. Oh yeah, I've seen this, dude. He's like, Tony Hawk's like, what the fuck do I do? Like, what is this? Tony's got the glasses on. I bet that motherfucker is windy as fuck, dude. He's probably got like kicking up a bunch of dust. It looks like it's a pain in the ass. Plus copper.
That's
lots and lots of copper.
Yeah, the whole entire floor was copper, I guess. That was crazy. That was an expensive setup.
Yeah, for real. That's these are just rich people having fun. Must be nice.
Yeah.
Please join our Patreon at learningtheburner.com/Patreon.
Yeah.
We need hoverboards, y'all.
I need a huge half pipe made of solid copper right now.
No. Don't worry. We're not going to scrap it. No. Don't worry.
And thank you.
We're going to totally use it, guys. We're not scrapping it for thousands of dollars. Thousands upon thousands of dollars.
Definitely not. How many thousands?
That's not the intention of this whole thing.
Definitely not. But how many thousands hypothetically are we talking? So many times.
I don't know. That looks like what? Fucking 40, 50 square foot
Dude, it's probably about 600 pounds of copper.
turnpike.
600 pounds, and they pay like what? 30 cents a pound?
A lot. Oh, hell of a lot.
Okay.
At least $600 minimum.
At least $12 for sure.
Yeah, you ever heard of the light as a feather, thin as a board? The thing that this article is referencing?
Yes. Yeah, where you lay on the ground, you have some people put their fingers on you and start wiggling it, and it feels like you're levitating. I've never done it, but I know of it.
Is it wiggling? Is it really wiggling? Is that what it is?
I believe it's you put 2 fingers of each hand under the person, or you just stick them under there, and then you just start wiggling. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you don't have to wiggle your fingers. I feel like you do.
I think it's like genuine witchcraft. So help me figure it out.
Yeah, I've never done it, but I know of people who said it's real, But
I've seen some fucking really absurd witchcraft bullshit where they're like telling a story. They're like, and this cat scratches my back. And then like the dude lifts his shirt up and he's got cat scratches on his back. I'm like,
what?
y'all some fucking y'all some pagan witches up in this bitch, like seen that shit. And in the same night, the dude like farted like 43 times in a row, like sucking farts in his ass. So I'm like, this dude was like going all out to show me what his powers.
Dude.
I was like, this guy, where's the levitation? I'm waiting for that.
That's pretty weird.
How to play Liza Feather stiff as a board.
Yeah, how do you play it? What does it say?
Must pray to Pazuzu.
Pazuzu? That was the demon.
Pazuzu.
That was the demon in The Exorcist.
Yeah. You got me. All right. How do you actually do it with a small group of friends, 4 or 6? Have one of them lay on the middle of the floor. Once everyone gets their giggles out of the way, have first person in the middle cross their arms while everybody else slides their fingers from da 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 da. She's ill. She looks ill 3 times. She's looking worse 3 times. She's dying 3 times. She's dead 3 times. Lies Feather stiff as a board as many times as you want until the person is lifted. Here's a bunch of kiddos completing the trick. Oh, okay. Why does it work? Paranormal stuff aside, success rate, concentration and teamwork. That's it. Well, let's look at this video of children summoning Pazuzu.
Huh. So the key to this trick is timing. Each of the lifters must apply the force at the same moment. When this is done, the weight of the subject is divided equally between each lifter, requiring each person to contribute only 12 to 20 kilograms, which is about a shopping bag. How many people?
Hilarious. 6 people, bro.
6 people? Huh. It's kind of cool.
That's all. Like, that's probably why you see tiny little baby girls doing it, not like fucking like Hulk Hogan. Like, come on, brother, lift me up. I'm like, we get it, sir. You're at least 9 shopping bags heavy. These pythons are at least 8 shopping bags heavy, minimum. And what you gonna do? What did you do?
I watched a video of people doing it, and it actually works. Apparently.
Well.
Okay, well, that's levitation.
So apparently 1/6 of a child is a shopping bag. Okay.
Well, if a kid weighs, let's say, 100 pounds, something. So 1/6 of that is like what? Yeah. Like 18 pounds.
100 pounds is like a freaking like a 13-year-old.
That's kind of cool. Okay, you ready to move on?
Hell yeah!
Right, you want to do Ouija boards?
Ooh, sure, why not?
Ouija boards. A Ouija board is covered with letters and numbers, and a small heart-shaped object called a planchette is set atop it. Those seeking answers lightly touch the planchette, and it supposedly moves on its own to spell out spirit messages. Okay, I've never really messed with one.
It's all dumb. It's all dumb, dude.
Oh,
yeah, they're really dumb. Like it's always a scam. Always. Always.
Yeah, I assume it's just somebody's moving it, and you don't know, or it could be like micro muscle movements or whatever it's called. I guess like tricking yourself.
Yeah, micro movement muscles. Yeah, you want an answer and then you fucking just keep working towards it, I guess. Working towards the answer you're looking for. Right here in Kentucky, Idaho, where I live.
Yeah. Tell me about it.
Idaho, Missouri.
Yeah. Strange name, but yeah. All right. You ready to move on to witches?
Did we finish Ouija boards?
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
Shit.
It's pretty much.
All right, let's go into the entire history of witches. I think you just talked about it, and I was like, "Fuck Ouija boards."
I mean,
gay, am I right? Then we
I don't
stopped.
have much to say about Ouija boards. What else do you want to say about Ouija boards?
Fucking gay as hell.
Gay as hell.
I've had one Ouija board experience, and it was like clearly somebody trying to like manipulate it. And then when I called them out on their shit, they denied it.
So you just said,
they're like, no. And then after we're like, I could see your fingers moving, like basically everything stopped. We're like, all right, we're gonna wrap it up here, and I was like, yeah.
Was it like a group of friends?
Why would you invite that into your life? Okay, why would you invite that into your life? Right?
Yeah.
We don't want that shit in your life.
The caption says a Ouija board is set up to communicate with the spirits and receive advice, guidance, and answers. But in every movie I've ever seen, they've never received any of that stuff from a Ouija board.
Yeah, it's usually to find out what ghost is like in the area. If there
it's always been spooky ghosts.
You get movies are never historically accurate. Ever. They're entertaining.
Yeah.
But if you like look into like the type of shit that they do in like California, our home state, where they do like little Tupperware parties followed by Ouija board seances, and they try to like, I would like to talk to the ghost of James Dean. You know, like, how did you do it, Jamesy? You were so successful in my career, won't we? Yeah, we're like, I don't know. Shit like that. They're like, I'll do anything. I'll pay infinite money to find out how James Dean got successful. Bring him back. Dig up his bones, and we'll use that to channel him.
Oh, man, that just sounds... I could just see that person right there. Just, like, being annoying.
Yeah. Those type of people are out there. Them types of peoples are out there, sir.
All right. Well, let's move on to witchcraft.
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Hocus Pocus is my favorite movie. Let's go.
You ever see the movie Witches?
Which one's that?
The one where they turn the kids into rats? And it's like, I don't know, it was super scary when I was a kid.
That sounds very familiar.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
I remember it scared my brother really bad, but it was a scary movie when you're a kid. It was like a 90s Hocus Pocus type movie.
The Witches?
Yeah, it's called The Witches. And they turn the kids into like mice.
This witch is hot, bro. This is hot. Yeah, I see what she turns into at the end.
Yeah, that's the scary witch.
There's a remake, The Witches 2020.
Oh, what?
With what's her Hathaway?
Really? When's it coming out?
2020.
Wow.
Well, Halloween.
Yeah. Okay. It came out today. Wow.
Or it got pushed back to next Halloween because
yeah.
Because we all know the beer cough going around. Where you at?
The beer cough.
Yeah. Bro.
Yeah.
Fucking witches, dude.
All right, witches. In ancient times, some witches practiced beneficial white magic. Neighbors called on them to cure sickness, aid mothers, and uncover lost objects. They proved integral to society. Some of the wielders of such powers were even worshipped as deities. After the main Greek goddess of magic and spells, Hecate, possessed control over the earth, the heavens, and the seas.
So they're shamans, lady shamans.
Yeah, okay. They're like doctors, I guess. Stuff like that. So that's pretty cool. And then the 15th century rolls around.
We don't like to talk about the 15th century.
So we're about to talk about the 15th century. Beliefs in how to deal with witches drastically hardened in the Middle Ages. The Black Death, wrought devastation and religious wars, made people believe that unnatural forces were at play, destroying society. While many popes railed against witches, the 15th century Innocent the Eighth sought to rain down the wrath of God, dispatching inquisitors who mostly targeted women. Okay, so basically, the Black Plague hits. Yeah, the Black Plague's hit, and then the popes just decided it's because of witches, I suppose. So witches going downhill. They some bad things are happening. So Joan of Arc, she was burned at the stake for being a witch, because she heard voices telling her to fight the English, and then led the French army to victory. Okay.
Yeah, dude, that's all. Like, do you want to really? That's like some serious historical figure right there. That they like. I was like, wondering, like, ever. They're like, "Yo, this girl talk to God and led the French to victory." I'm like, "Yeah, bro, you're just mad because girls do it too."
Yeah,
right?
That's what it was.
Like a woman. Yeah, like the guy like. Oh, what's the answer to the problem on the board? And like the girl, like 2 + 2 is 4. Like, oh, a woman figuring out a math problem. She's a witch. Burn her. Like,
oh, that's the truth, though. That's how it was. Oh man,
a girl. She's a witch.
Okay, so the New Age of Witchcraft, modern Wicca appeared in the 20th century. In the mid-century, British civil servant Gerald Gardner claimed he had revived an ancient British religion swept away by Christianity. Okay, so, yeah. So there's modern
time,
witchcraft.
sorry.
Huh?
Oh, for sure, dude. I have a story that I'm gonna keep as vague and anonymous as possible because I know this is gonna get around to somebody. Please, I probably shouldn't even talk about it because they're like, I put hexes on bitches for less, you know? Like, are you threatening me? Like,
I mean, that sounds kind of funny, though.
But it's not. It is funny, and the fact that I'm going to make it hilarious means that it's probably going to piss them off because of my shit-eating attitude about the situation.
Well, you don't have to do anything you don't want to do.
I don't fucking believe her. So.
Okay, like, what you got?
I knew a girl who had an aunt that was in a lesbian relationship with a younger witch who got pushed upon a vacation of mine. So I'm like, cool, I can dig it. All right, I'm gonna just be as polite as possible without prying. But she was very open to talking about her misadventures with witchery, and I'm like, I watch Practical Magic. All right, I know a little bit, but half the shit she was like quoting was like from that movie directly. I'm like,
wait,
Madam...
Practical Magic is a movie?
Yeah,
never heard of it.
Sisters, and they're like raised in a coven. They're like from birth, you know, like a coven of witches raised these 2 girls, and the 2 girls become the coven masters at the end of the last coven's life. You know, then they're having to teach their daughters too. You know, so it's a generational tale of witchery.
Okay,
and a lot of the beats in the movie like met up almost identical with the beats that this girl was like, yeah, this is the type of shit that I would do too. I'm like, it's either real or you've watched Practical Magic and you're like trying to be cool or something.
So did you call her out and say, have you seen this movie? I was
like, no shit. No way. No shit.
Oh man.
That's my thing, you know, where I'm like, oh, yeah, that's really cool. I bet that totally happened. And like in the back of my mind, like, this bitch is quoting for. So she's like, well, like, all right, I'm not letting her get any of my hairs or anything. I'm staying on her good side. She almost got swept out into the ocean. I'm like, I had to like fucking like hold on to her. I'm like, all right, so we're cool now, right? You did underwater for more than 3 seconds. Don't fucking you know.
Oh man.
Witches are known to the bottom. that's like the thing, right?
Oh man.
If she floats, she's a witch or something.
Yeah.
Or if she sinks, witch.
If
I don't know.
if she floats, she's a witch.
If you hold your breath, bitch, you're a witch.
The test was you drop them in the ocean or the lake or whatever with
Water,
you know, a rock or something tied to them, and then if they come out of the water, they're a witch, and if they die in the water, they were human.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I remember.
And they died every time. So
I should just let her fly out of the water like
Expecto Patronus.
But she did have a deal where she's like, I cast a spell on somebody and my hair turned completely white. I'm like, she did have dyed hair, so like it may or may not have happened. Or she may have just used it as a excuse.
Oh, that sounds just
dyeing
horrible.
her hair like extra whatever color. It kind of is, and some of the stuff she was like saying that hexes she was putting on people for what reasons. I was like, so you're a child.
They were just dumb reasons.
Yeah, I'm like, said something mean to me and just, like hurt my family. I'm like, what did he do? Talking shit. I'm like, all right, cool. Shit on a podcast in front of millions of people.
Oh boy,
funny and disturbing.
That is very interesting. She sounds horrible to talk to.
Yeah, she sounds. Yeah, it was definitely an adventure, and I was like, well, guys, it was fun, but I am never going on vacation again. Apparently, the curse of no vacation. This is kind of along the lines of like gypsies and shit, like gypsies are known to be like magical or like whatever. I can't think of the word right now, but
mystic
of a type. Yeah. In tune, spiritual or whatever.
Yeah.
So
okay. Well,
it's witches all over.
Yeah.
From the past to the present, apparently.
Yeah, there's a picture taken just the other day of a bunch of witches, and they look like the same people you would see at any Comic-Con, except they're dressed up in black cloaks. That's what it looks like.
Have you watched the newish seasons of South Park?
Nope, I haven't seen the last couple seasons.
Well, Randy and the boys join a coven of witches around, around like Christmas, I guess. They have like once a year they have like a bad the fuck ass party where they dress up like witches and do like a bunch of rituals.
Yeah.
It ends up being an excuse to get blackout drunk and smoke crack. Like, it's magic. Crack is a magical thing. You have to enjoy it. Like, all right.
Oh man, yeah.
Did you bring the reagents for the ritual? Yeah, I brought the crack and the booze. Like, type of shit.
Oh man.
So witches are like druids or something, right? They're like nature bound. Like they don't have they're not like Satanists. They're something.
No, they're
sidestep.
Okay,
they're Wiccan.
In England and Wales, a 2011 census counted nearly 18,000 individuals who identified as druids, heathens, and Wiccans.
Heathens.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Oh
I guess
my
they're related.
God.
It's strange because you don't want to be called a heathen.
Well, there's a lot of awesome benefits to declaring your religion something that's not just like a normal religion. Like governmentally, if you say you're like a shaman, you're able to import illegal shamanistic ingredients into the country, like as a religious rite.
Really?
Yeah. Like you gain access to, and then you get like fucking licenses to like import like ayahuasca or like DMT rich plants. So you like extract it. And
I did not know that.
Mushrooms and stuff. Like you make hallucinogenic mushrooms as a shaman, if that's your government approved religion.
Wow. That's crazy. I didn't know that. Okay. Well, let's move on to vampires. Yep. You got anything else to say about witches? Move on to the next thing.
I love me a sexy ass witch Halloween costume.
Oh, okay. Anything else?
That lady from the Witches movie was fucking extremely hot. But unfortunately, I looked at the pictures nowadays, and some plastic surgery has done her dirty.
Ah,
Unfortunately, but she
that
was
sucks.
the wife of the Addams family. I'm like doggy.
Oh, that's why there's a picture of the Addams family right here in the witches thing.
Yes, she is Elvira or whatever the fuck her name is.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't realize. I'm looking at it right now, and
I was
she's
like
right next to man, the guy from Back to the Future.
Michael J. Fox.
No, the scientist who plays
Oh,
the
fuck. Oh, Lloyd
the Chri-
McFloyd.
they like Christopher Lloyd or something.
There you go, Chris Dog.
Yeah. Oh, that's cool. I was wondering why there was a picture of them right there.
Hell yeah.
All right, vampires. One evening in 1725, Peter Plagojowitz, wow, that's a crazy name, Plogojowitz, Plagojowitz, arrived at his home in Serbia and demanded that his wife give him a pair of shoes. The woman was stunned to see her husband because he had recently died. 8 other residents had also just perished, and the townspeople feared Plagojowitz had become a vampire. To stop his reign of death, they dug up his body. Oh, okay.
This is gonna work out just fine. Sure.
They then noticed that he not yet begun to decompose. He had grown a beard. His nails appeared longer, and blood seeped from his mouth. As the locals plunged a stake through Plagojowitz, I'm just going to call him Plago through Plago's heart to ensure the creature's destruction. Blood poured from his mouth and even his ears. To play it safe, they burned his remains. Okay. News of Plago's death underneath and re-death. Oh, wait. News of Plago's death, undeath, and re-death helped spark a vampire craze throughout Germany, France, and England. A panic that could not only even be dissuaded by calls from Pope Benedict to ignore those fallacious fictions of human fantasy. For belief in vampires was nothing new. Tales of these nightmarish creatures that sink their pearly fangs into the necks of the innocents, turn them into a cold, heartless beast of the dark, date back to the dawn of history. The Assyrians in 4000 BCE dreaded the vampire-like spirits called the Adimu.
I see.
Okay, so vampires started way long ago.
Yeah,
at least 12 years ago.
I was totally confused. I was like, Vlad the Impaler. What are you talking about, bro? But I get it. They're a spiritual monster being that harvests souls and shit.
Yeah, well, the thing about that, from what I remember, is the dude who wrote Dracula.
It's probably
Bram Stoker.
It's probably Bram or something, some German something.
Hang on, was that a dude or a chick?
A woman writing a good book? She's a witch, burner.
Oh, it's a dude. Okay, Bram Stoker. Yeah, he wrote Dracula, and it was based on Vlad the Impaler. But before that, I guess there was the whole Assyrians vampire thing, so it was already a thing, apparently.
There are no new ideas.
Yeah, I think that Dracula is just kind of a character, that I bet you this magazine has something about it. Here we go, Vlad the Impaler. As Transylvanian Prince Dracula III retreated before the forces of the Ottoman Sultan Mehmed II, the forces of the Ottoman in 1462.
Yeah, the Ottoman prince or whatever.
I don't really know the story that well. He left behind acres of rotting carcasses pierced by stakes. The royal... What?
I don't know. It's probably going to say it. Go ahead. Finish it. Sorry.
The royal led a short yet brutal life and appropriately earned the name Vlad Tepes or Vlad the Impaler. But more important, part of his name Dracula, which means son of Dracul, may have inspired the recreation of Dracula, the mythic Transylvanian vampire who could be defeated with a stake through his heart.
Dracul, I think that's son of the dragon, which is like an order of Templars or Christian crusaders or some shit.
Oh,
like
Dracul means dragon in some
son
language.
of dragon or son of the dragon or some shit like that.
Well, that's a cool name.
Yeah, he was known as like the dragon, like Vladimir the dragon. But he apparently like left like kilometers and kilometers worth of like impaled heads and bodies. Like they called it like the forest of death or some shit. Like the Ottomans like were completely demoralized before they even got to battle. You know,
Oh, wow.
like he would like I don't know. He'd obviously loot and stuff. You know, normal war stuff. But that's how you fund your campaigns. But he would basically leave like everybody like out in the open to where like it would be like a task and a half for like them to get him down, and you could see it for miles around. You know, it's like kilometers and kilometers worth of this shit.
Just people
You know?
like staked or whatever.
Like either just their heads or their whole bodies. Like, dude, I'm just thinking about the logistics of that. I'm like, probably every 2 men in the army had to do at least 3 or 4 bodies before they had to like call it quits. You know, like everybody.
Yeah, I was just thinking, like, how long is that going to take a stick, sharpen both ends because one's got to go in the ground, and the person has to go through whatever. Then you got to lift the dead body up, put it on stick. That's going to take like how long? Like that's going to take probably at least
Oh
2
yeah,
people, maybe 3,
that's why I'm
because
like it's a man job per person probably minimum.
like just
You know?
sharpening like a big stick, like a log or whatever, is going to take a long time. Then pushing into the ground. Then you get a body, which that's heavy. You lift, that's like a
I'm pretty
three
sure they
person.
dismembered it too. They like fucking like just like cut the arms and legs off and like just shoved it on the stick too. You know,
That just seems like a
like
lot of effort and a lot of extra stuff that.
a lot of kebabbing, bro. They like had the manpower, dude. Like led the Impaler's army, like beat them. Like they're outnumbered like 3 to 1, and they would only get like a few hundred like casualties. They would scare the living shit out of like the armies that they're facing. Like for that reason, you know, like that all that prep work just to like fucking be like we're demons from the under like to fucking like I don't know like to like put this menacing aura about this army like well worth it, you know, like the losses that he instituted like were minimal, you know, like
Yeah.
it's probably the best possible way to like do warfare is to be like and we'll do this to every village we come across until this conflict is over, you know, like okay well then you stop you win.
Man, that's
No more,
pretty crazy.
you know, it's the shock and awe way of doing
Well,
things.
so let's see. Vampires around the world. So in the Caribbean, you have the Lugaroo, which, according to local lore, the Lugaroo is a woman who sold her soul to the devil. During the day, she appears as an old woman. At night, she takes off her skin and enters homes to drain people's blood. She can be defeated by coating her skin with salt. Huh. Okay.
Salt your skin up.
So in China, you got the Jiangshi, Jiangshi. Also known as
Zhangxi?
the Jiangshi, also known as the hopping vampire, is believed to form when a person does not receive a proper burial, or if a cat jumps over the person when he or she dies. The creature develops bulging eyes, can sniff out its victims, and leaps from graves to capture people. It can be destroyed by exposure to light and flames. Huh.
Is this Chinese, you said, or Japanese?
Yeah, China.
Dude, they got like some really serious demon shit going on over there, dude. Like, for real, they got like the worst type of shit. like deep-seated superstitions that like will like ruin families. Like, oh no, you spilt the soy sauce. 10,000 generations of bad luck. I'm like, why? Why have you done this? Why have you forsaken all of your ancestors? Like, oh god.
It's so easy to spill soy sauce.
Or I don't know. I was I was referring to this movie that had like a dead crow and some soy sauce, but it was actually a good thing. But removing it brought demons in. I don't know. It's fucking crazy ass Chinese movie with like Oni and shit. Like I'm like,
What movie
this
is
is
that?
I can't remember, dude.
Huh. I don't think I've ever seen a movie about Chinese demons or vampires.
If you give me a few minutes, I'll you know what? Fuck it. No, fuck it. Just fuck it. Give me 1 second, I'll find it. There's a guy. He goes out to the forest and he sees some like crazy shit, like a man's like eating some wild animal or something, and then he like looks away, looks back, and he's gone. And he's like, "Oh no!" And then like there's a bunch of murders going on in the village, so he's like, "This naked man in the woods is doing it." So they like think it might be a spirit or something because of, like the way that these things are happening. They call in a shaman, and then shaman does a bunch of stuff where he's like, "All right, I'm gonna sacrifice a few of your chickens, and then do a ritual where I burn some important things. Then I'm gonna look around, look for some ill omens." And then he's like, "Oh, I found a pot of soy sauce with a raven in it." He's like, "Oh, thank God I got rid of that." And does pretty sure it's a possession, like a exorcism, but some people are like freaking the fuck out. And come to find out, he is a bad shaman, and he's putting extra shit in there. And there's the naked man out in the woods eating raw animals is like doing like a cleansing ritual or so shit after he put the raven in the soy sauce, which is a good rune against evil spirits. And I don't know, it's like a fucking double cross possession demon movie with crazy visuals.
So the bad guy was actually the shaman.
Yeah, the guy that they reach out for to help is the bad guy.
And then the
And
naked
he
guy
like
in the
basically
woods was
intercepts.
actually, but the naked guy in the woods was just what, keeping the village safe or
He's
something.
been there the whole time investigating this. Another family has brought him out to help, and he was basically doing his good magic to fight the bad magic.
Huh.
It's a typical Chinese wizard duel, you know,
Yeah.
with
The
like
old bamboozle.
omens and omens and runes and wards and
Well, that
you
sounds
know.
kind of cool. Send that to me if you can find it sometime.
It is kind of cool, but I'm remedial and I can't find it.
Well,
So give me
yeah, we'll
few
check it out.
bits.
All right, next up is the Noxereer. Noxereer in Germany. In Germanic
All right.
folklore, the Noxereer, which is the after devourer, is someone who is buried wearing clothes with their name printed on them. The corpse chews on its shrouds, and its spirit then roams the area at night, shape-shifting into the form of a pig and draining the life from family members and others. To stop a Noxereer, its exhumed body must have its neck broken and its shroud confiscated. Wow. So if you bury someone with their name on there, wow, that's a very weird.
What if you forget that you labeled your underwear?
That's exactly what I was thinking. What if you're like, that's exactly what I was thinking.
You can eat his pants for eternity.
that's like, that's exactly what I was thinking. That's so weird.
Eat your
Like,
shorts.
I wonder why they care so much about not burying someone with something with their name on it.
You wouldn't understand. That's an ancient ritual going back generations.
Going back from when they started to learn how to write.
And yeah, my name is Rune underscore Rune.
Underscore
Rune
at
Lout
sign.
Rune. Yeah, hashtag Rune Life.
Oh
Am
man.
I right, y'all?
Next up, Vetala, which is in India. The Vetala possesses the body of a child who has not received a proper funeral. Its face morphs to look like a fruit bat, its nails grow and become poisonous, and its body turns green, brown, or white. To stop the Vitala from sneaking into homes to feed on the blood of those asleep or drunk, the child's body must receive a proper burial. Okay, so basically, oh, okay. You know what all this is? This is because for the longest time, people would not bury people deep enough, and then the rotting body would cause like ringworm and all that. So these stories started to make sure that bodies were buried when they died to prevent disease.
Well, not that, but also like they get dug up, bro. They would probably get dug up by a wild animal, dragged out by a bear. You know,
Yeah, that's true.
probably like a dog or something smelled meat.
Ugh.
came looking and started pulling at it, and then you're like, "Oh my God, Grandpa's just laying there." And then they try it, and then they get sick, and then it's just a vicious cycle.
Wait, who tries it?
What people try to put people back, then they
Oh, okay. Then they get
anciently
sick
dead body,
touching it. Yeah.
something, germs.
Yeah, I'm aware of the germs.
Germs, the thing that the coronavirus isn't. It's just 5G.
Yeah. Yeah,
It's
that's
just
why I only use
5
Wi-Fi.
gigabytes of data. That's it. That's all.
I only use Wi-Fi because of that. If I'm not on Wi-Fi, I
Yeah.
ain't using the internet. Don't want to catch the COVID.
Yeah, I feel it brewing in my gut. I got the COVID in my belly.
Okay, last up is Lilith from Israel. While Lilith does not appear in the book of Genesis, Jewish mysticism claims she married Adam before he wed Eve. Lilith refused to be observant to Adam because the adversary of humanity and used men's seed to spawn demons. Her fame lives on. The character of Lilith appeared numerous times in HBO's vampire series True Blood. Okay, so
we're talking about witches still?
No, it's a vampire. So okay, so Israel. Okay, so it's like the Jewish vampire. Okay. But it's like one specific person.
The Jew-pyre?
Oh god. Oh, here we go.
I'm like, edit this out. All right. Duly noted.
That's funny.
All right.
Okay, you got anything else to say about vampires?
I have something to say about something else. Why does it always have to be undercutting the Bible? Like, why is it always like, no? Adam married somebody before, and then he got divorced and got half the garden taken from him.
Well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like it sounds like a spin-off sequel. And they retcon. Like this
okay, Lilith got the dinosaurs. Adam got the rest of the shit that still is around.
You got the meat eaters. You got the plant eaters, and they split the omnivores.
I want the strong ones. I want the strongest ones.
No, the ones with the horns.
I want the spiky ones. You get the smooth ones. Wilwith. Getting Adam a lisp. Wilwith.
Raggy.
Over here.
You got the Scooby-Doo lisp.
Yeah. Exactly.
Scooby Snack.
Over here. Yeah. Over here. Whatever. You mean what I know?
Let's see. Okay, let's do ghosts and poltergeists.
Ooh.
Ghosts, by definition, could be swirling around us everywhere. Well, that's not something you want to hear.
It's ball lightning. It's all hoax.
Wait, what? Oh, okay. Yet, despite people's claims of seeing ghosts, there's no real scientific evidence of the existence of ghosts. Even so, a 2012 study found that 45% of Americans believe in ghosts, and 28% say they have seen a ghost. Yeah.
20%? How many people are in this room?
28% say they've seen a ghost. So 1/3 says they've seen a ghost, and half says they believe in ghosts.
Oh, is that like, I want to hold on to the memory of Papa. I want to feel like he's here right now in this room with me.
I mean, maybe.
Except not in the room when I'm showering or changing. But yeah, it's a thing, bro. It's a thing. Apparently people believe in this.
Yeah. A lot of people do, as it turns out. There's a little clip in here about the Stanley Hotel. In 1974, Stephen and Tabitha King spent the night in the Stanley Hotel in the Rocky Mountains. The building was about to close for the season, and as the only guests, the King's visit inspired Stephen's 1977 horror novel The Shining. While director Stanley Kubrick didn't film his 1980 version with its malevolent occupants at the Stanley, he shot the movie at Oregon's Timberline Lodge. Stanley's guests have long reported spirits lurking in the halls. Those hoping to contact them can join the paranormal tours, which introduce participants to the building's active phenomenon and spirit folklore. Okay, so the Stanley Hotel gave Stephen King the inspiration to write The Shining, but then Kubrick filmed it in a different hotel. That's fine.
Yeah. I don't blame him, dude. I would not want to go through that.
Yeah, you can't have a bunch of people in a haunted hotel and you're trying to film a movie. You keep having these ghosts pop up, making white orbs on the camera.
Exactly. You can't have that. That would just ruin everything. Then you have ectoplasm in the craft services.
Yeah, you think you're eating peanut butter. Next thing you know, you got a bunch of goo in your sandwich, and you're like, "This ain't peanut butter."
I ain't afraid of no ghost.
It is
Apparently, he needs a new drug. That's the word.
You got anything to say about ghosts? The article just kind of goes on and on about other stuff.
What, like Ghost Adventures? We talk about.
I skimmed it for Ghost Adventures, but that is not mentioned here.
How dare they? That is a key part.
Poltergeist is a modern installment in a long history of spooky tales. Most people love a good ghost story, and their classics have been passed down generations. The Legend of Sleepy Hollow has a headless horseman. Japan has their Aokigahara forest. I'm
sure that has a bone-chilling name. Translation.
Suicide Forest.
Yeah, there we go. All right, I knew it. The Logan Paul forest.
Yeah. Okay, that's that one. Yep.
Yeah. Well, I'm freaking out, man. Zoom in on it.
Yeah, it's not.
This is really sad, but I'm gonna put this in the thumbnail. You know how to do it to him. As a fucking jackass. Yeah. Ghost orbs are real. I mean, or at least ball lightning's real. Something's real.
Yeah, I've never seen anything like that. I mean, there was a knock on my door the other day and no one was there. That was kind of weird.
Oh, you got a ding dong ditch, eh?
No, I mean, it was my bedroom door.
Mm.
The Queen Mary is haunted. The Flying Dutchman is a legendary spectral vessel cursed to sail endlessly. Okay, so there's a lot of notorious haunted stuff. And the article just kind of jumps around telling you about each one.
You never had a haunting before?
Sure have not. Nothing worth mentioning. What about you?
Well, I've obviously heard stories, but from like known to be bullshit sources,
Okay, so like biased news type stuff.
Ooh, what the fuck? Fake news? Fake overblown Xeon news? Well, yeah. Well, I've heard like my brother say that he's definitely seen something like a shadow monster or something, like standing in the doorway. Like my grandparents' house can be pitch black, dude. They managed to be in a neighborhood that has like no street lights,
That's cool.
So like once all the lights in the house are turned out, of course all the lights in the house are turned out. They're ancient, okay? So they think like blowing out the candles need to be done before they go to sleep, So I'm like, it's pitch black. So like you literally all you can see is shadow monsters. Like so like he sees something just like standing in the doorway, like menacingly, of like the bedroom, and he's like, oh my god. And like and then he's in there with his my cousin, and then he like rolls over, and he's like, Mark, what's that? And he's like, shh. Like sure enough, it like just like disappears. He's like, so what's that? He's like, I don't know, go to sleep. That type of shit.
Did the other dude see it?
Yeah, dude. He like woke up because he was like, oh my god, what's that noise? What's that? Who is that? He's like, shh.
Well, that sounds pretty freaky.
Yeah, he's just like, don't say a word. Just like chill. Just be as chill as possible.
I mean, what if it was like one of the grandparents and they were having like, what's that called, where you go a little crazy at night when you're old?
Sundowners,
yeah.
Might have been the case.
Yeah, that's
but He would figure he found his way back to the bed, I guess. If that was the case.
Yeah, that's a weird because my grandma has that, and she'll stay up reading the newspaper all night long, like for over 24 hours straight sometimes. Or she's done it a couple times. It's crazy.
That is that's a lot of news, man. Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, she just like forgets and then starts over from the beginning and then rereads it and then forgets. It's one of those.
Oh man,
Mm-hmm.
that's tragic. Sorry to that.
But nothing ghost related is happening though. You got any more things to say about ghosts?
Oh, I've already told you. Like, I've seen a ball of light, like for damn sure.
Yeah.
For real, for damn sure, for sure.
Yeah, you told me about that ball light in the driveway.
It's been, and that was real, and it's been collaborated multiple times. The one person that I was with, they're like, "Yeah, we both saw that." I was like, are my eyes flashing, or I see something fly around the corner, through the car, around the corner, into spirit?
That's very
fast,
very crazy.
Fast, dude. Fast, like a flash, bro. Like fucking A-Train, my dude. Like fast, like a flash. Like unbelievably fast.
Oh, man. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I haven't seen much of that, though. Okay, let's move on to aliens.
The real stories.
E.T. Phone home. While our probes have not yet found life beyond our third rock from the sun, astrobiologists continue to seek glimmers in the vastness of dead space. Scientists are scanning for exoplanets, which are planets near dead distant stars, that orbit in a fireball's not too hot or not too cold zone.
Goldilocks.
The Goldilocks zone. That might be hospitable for life. In 1995, scientists found the first possible habitable planet, and since then, more than 4,000 contenders have been identified. The ongoing search has now been aided by NASA's Transitioning Exoplanet Survey satellite, launched in 2018. Okay, cool. So they're looking for planets in the Goldilocks zone.
I don't know why they're still doing that, though.
Why?
They're like, we're only looking for planets that are covered in water. Never mind, water's everywhere. Okay, now we're looking for, where life prefers to live, the usual points at which life likes to live. Not too hot, not too cold, just right. But, like, we're finding, like, shit can live at, like, thousands of degrees, or no, well, hundreds of degrees. Like, the bottom of the ocean next to, like, the vents and stuff.
Yeah.
So we got shit like that going on. And they're like, oh, so life can live in snow. It can live
habitats.
in a vacuum of space, potentially. Like we brought
the vacuum of space. What can live in the vacuum of space? Oh, man.
God, what are they? Troglodytes? What are they called?
Oh, you're talking about those little water bears.
Water bears.
Oh,
yeah, we brought them. Those other trilobites.
No, those are the spiral little squid things. Water bear.
Fucking all right. Yeah, Google what I'm already.
Tardigrade.
Fucking
little 6-armed little bear, little thingamajig.
Hell yeah! So tardigrades could just chill out there, dude. Like they'll like exposed tardigrades to like the fucking sun for like hours on end, and they're like, this motherfucker does not succumb to radiation or anything. Like, what are the odds tardigrades are even from this planet? Like honestly, what are the odds that they are even from this planet?
That's hilarious. So some
what
aliens we got War of the Worlds, who is the Orson Welles 1938 radio show.
The radio show heard around the world. Very famous radio show, sir.
Oh, which is actually an adaptation from an H.G. Wells 1898 novel. Huh. Okay. And there's also Alien, one of my favorite movies. Alien, 1979. The Nostromo responds to a distress call, and then they all get murdered by an alien. Coneheads, that's a funny movie. They're aliens. E.T., that's classic. There's an alien in the movie. Spoilers.
Sad movie.
Sad?
Spoiler, it's sad.
Wait, why is
the entire last half is heartbreaking?
That's right. He dies at the end, doesn't he? Spoiler.
Spoiler for an ancient movie, but E.T. gets really sick, then he has to get life supported out by his family.
Then there's Mars Attacks, which is we're gonna do an episode of Mars Attacks, by the way. That's a whole.
What did you
that's
rewatch?
No, there's much more than the movie.
There's an extended ethos.
Okay, like
have you been reading the comic books there?
I have, kind of sort of been Garrett skimming it. There's like a lot of the original Mars Attacks stuff was a trading card game in the 1960s. That was the original Mars Attacks. Okay, and then Tim Burton made a movie in 1996, and then all throughout the thing, there's a bunch of comics and stuff too.
Mars Attacks trading cards.
Yeah, they're Topps trading cards from the 60s, and they're like an ironic kind of. They're just weird. They're weird.
I wonder how much those are going for right now.
Probably a lot.
$4,910.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Holy shit, dude.
Yeah, they're valuable.
Oh my god.
Okay, well,
and they look just like the Martians. I'll be.
Yeah, that's the original thing. Tim Burton's movie just remade that stuff into a movie. There's actually. Okay. Well, anyways, so you got anything else to say about aliens?
Are you fucking kidding me? Are you kidding me?
We should probably just have just one podcast about aliens, because I feel like you have one or two things to say about aliens.
Yeah, bro. They're it's like fucking it's like pop culture, bro. You kidding me? Are you kidding me, bro? That's what it's what's keeping the underbelly of America together right now, okay?
Oh man.
We're just waiting for Independence Day to happen, all right? We're just waiting for the aliens to come down and nuke the White House so we can just get all this over with. Okay? Well, how do I get a hold of those guys right now? Please. Early voting is over. So get out there and vote.
Okay, well, you got anything you'd like to add about Secrets of the Supernatural?
It's a good buy, sir. Good pickup on that one.
Yeah, it was the first magazine I bought in forever.
Describe the cover to me. What drew you to the magazine?
Definitely the cover. It's a cloaked figure. Okay, there's a cloaked figure wearing a black cloak standing in a snowy forest, and the figure has like purple or blue or something long hair that's blowing in the wind, and you can't see their face, and that's it.
Secrets of the what?
Secrets of the Supernatural. National Geographic. Reveal mysteries of the otherworldly. Visit haunted places around the world. Seek answers to the unknown.
I see it. I see it now.
Yeah.
$8.99 on eBay.
What? I bought it for 15 something.
This guy, you didn't check Amazon first?
Oh my god.
Damn.
I got ripped off.
You paid $15 for that, dude? Oh, man.
I mean, it's kind of cool though. I'm gonna leave it in the house somewhere.
It is a definitely cool looking cover.
Yeah. All right. Well, if you don't
cover off,
clip
that cover, frame it.
I don't know about that.
It's my first magazine, y'all.
Look,
check it out.
I bought this at Walgreens.
Oh my god. Have you looked at this card game?
The Mars Attacks one?
Yeah.
I've looked at the cards, yeah. They form a story.
That's what I'm seeing right here. The Martians are attacking, they fucking beat them back, and they're now invading Mars, bro.
Wait, what? Well, I didn't
Earthmen land on Mars.
Well, I'm planning on doing a legitimate podcast about that specific thing. So I haven't looked at it yet because I want to look at it like closer to the podcast, I guess.
Okay, there's a missing picture in this.
A lot of the cards are missing apparently because they're so old and
Yeah, but attacking an army base, battle in the air, and then there's a something. There's an order here that these pictures are out of order for sure, but there's apparently giant bugs and robots on Mars that we're bringing tanks to destroy. It's pretty dank.
Yeah.
I can dig it. Looking forward to that episode. Just a sneak peek. Mars Attack female alien dress and wig, $650 on Etsy, bro. Need it. That's a costume you should have gotten.
Oh, it's a costume.
The one with the giant hairdo.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
She bites the dude's finger off.
Yeah. Ugh.
Get it for your significant other
That's
today. All right, sir. Wrap it up.
All right. This has been Learn the Burner. I'm Garrett.
This is Nell.
And I'll see you later. Bye.
Peace.